Modern relationships can feel super confusing, right? It seems like there are so many unspoken rules and expectations that nobody ever talks about. But the truth is, relationships have always been complex and evolving. If we go back in time, we can see that societal norms and individual values have constantly shaped our understanding of what it means to be in a relationship. So, it's only natural that our expectations have changed over time as well. In today's fast-paced world, we're constantly bombarded with information and ideals about what makes a perfect partner, a perfect romance, or a perfect relationship. And honestly, it can be overwhelming. So, let's take a step back and explore what's really expected of us in modern relationships. One major misconception people have is that their partner should be their soulmate, their best friend, and their everything all rolled into one. But the truth is, that's just not realistic. Nobody can fulfill all our emotional, intellectual, and physical needs all the time. Another common mistake is thinking that relationships should be easy and effortless. Newsflash: relationships take work. Compromise, communication, and patience are essential to making it last. We often forget that our partners are human beings with their own flaws, fears, and insecurities. And yet, we expect them to be perfectly put together all the time. It's unfair, and it sets us up for disappointment. Social media has also created unrealistic expectations about relationships. We only see the highlight reels of other people's relationships, and we think that's what we should be experiencing too. But in reality, relationships are messy, and they require effort and dedication. The pressure to constantly perform and maintain a certain image can be suffocating. And let's be honest, who can live up to that? Nobody. Then there's the expectation of constant romance and passion. Listen, it's amazing to have butterflies and excitement in a relationship, but it's not sustainable in the long run. Real relationships involve getting comfortable, too. We also put way too much pressure on our partners to fulfill our emotional needs. It's unfair to expect them to be our sole source of happiness and validation. Real relationships involve personal growth, self-awareness, and self-love. When we focus on becoming the best version of ourselves, our relationships naturally improve. Another thing we often misunderstand is the concept of compromise. We think it means sacrificing our own desires and needs for the sake of the relationship. But actually, compromise is about finding common ground and understanding each other's perspectives. Effective communication is also crucial in modern relationships. It's about being open, honest, and vulnerable with each other. Emotional support is vital too. Our partners should be our rock, our safe space, but we also need to be able to support ourselves. Personal independence is essential in relationships. We need to maintain our individuality and autonomy, even when we're in a committed partnership. We need to recognize that relationships involve imperfections, disagreements, and conflicts. But it's how we navigate those challenges that truly matters. It's time to redefine what we expect from our relationships and from ourselves. It's time to focus on mutual respect, trust, and understanding. As the amazing relationship coach, Esther Perel, once said, "Love is not because of, it's despite. It's despite our differences, despite our flaws, and despite our imperfections." So, what's really expected of us in modern relationships? It's not to be perfect, it's to be human. It's to be vulnerable, to take risks, and to communicate openly. It's to prioritize mutual respect, trust, and understanding. In conclusion, modern relationships may seem confusing, but it's because we've been focusing on the wrong things. Let's shift our expectations and focus on building strong, healthy connections that allow us to grow and thrive together. Thanks for watching, and if you've got any personal experiences or insights to share, please leave them in the comments below. Also, if you want to learn more about relationship advice, be sure to check out my other video on